They gon' love me for my ambition.
DJ Envious. Rick Ross says Envious. Next week, I'm going to try to draft up a proper timeline of the events that have occurred throughout this entire year with DJ Envy because there's been a lot of stuff that's happened.
Man's invested.
Yo, so invested.
I'm so invested.
This is like Criminal Minds, bro.
It's crazy, man. Listen, I grew up, obviously, watching The Breakfast Club. DJ Envy was like a household name for me. Like a DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlemagne. Like listening to them every day. To this day, I'll still watch their clips on YouTube. I don't listen to them on the radio, but I'll listen to them on YouTube and everything, right? So DJ Envy, right? Always like, oh, he's popular for that. But then, for those who didn't know, DJ Envy has been known for being a very successful financial advisor in general on Breakfast Club, everywhere he did interviews because of the success he's had entrepreneurially aside from the radio, specifically with real estate. He's an incredible real estate guru. It's been known, like celebrities always reach out to him for advice. There's a plethora of them that have evidence of it. But a person that he spotlighted and highlighted was his newer found friend and business partner, Cesar Pina or Pena. How do you pronounce that? Is it Pena?
It's Pena, yeah.
It's Pena with an I though?
No, it's with an E.
Pina.
It's Pena in English because it's P-E in Negra, A.
Yeah, but he's also known as NJ Flippin' NJ, because he owned literally hundreds of units in New Jersey, all over the world in general. Allegedly
to him, he says he owns... Allegedly. He owns 500 units that total up to $50 million worth of real estate.
So this was a man that was in jail, incarcerated, right? An incarcerated criminal, allegedly a con man from the past, right? And DJ Envy was warned supposedly to not work with him, but Envy went on the radio show, and in the past 4 years has had Cesar on his Breakfast Club show, co-signing him. I think about 5 interviews he's given him, and on top of that, he's done seminars with him, free seminars for people to get advice. And there's a new documentary on YouTube created by this YouTuber, pretty cool, Spencer Cornelia, and Spencer has created a deep dive into the specific situation with Cesar and DJ Envy. And to summarize, we're going to play a brief clip of it, a moment of it, but to summarize it, you get the gist of allegedly the situation with Cesar right now, where people are suing him, multiple clients, because of the fact that they were familiar with Cesar through meeting him through the DJ Envy Breakfast Club interview or shout out, right? The cosign, the post. Every time DJ Envy did a financial event, advice for real estate, it was with him. Flippin' NJ, Cesar. The fat guy. There was always like a thing. Like he's obese. Like so people would know him as that. Like it was like an ongoing joke. Like whether it was on the Joe Budden podcast, throughout culture, people always knew like, oh, DJ Envy with that fat ass guy. Like it was always like they always said that, right?
They call him pizza.
Yeah, they call him pizza now. The JBP, the Joe Budden podcast, now they call him pizza. Like Caesar, like Little Caesar's Pizza, but in pizza, he's like big ass.
He's a big ass, bro. He's big as fuck, bro.
He's big as fuck.
He's one of them big niggas with a shirt be like the fat hangs out the shirt.
Yeah, bro. He's very big, bro. Very, very fucking big.
Big nigga.
So that's what he was known for, right?
You can't trust motherfuckers like that.
Now a nigga that lets his fat hang out his shirt is an untrustworthy ass nigga, bro. That nigga go rob you, bro. 100%, you don't even care that his fat hanging like that.
You don't know what he got under that fat.
Yo, no bullshit.
That's crazy.
But this YouTuber Spencer did an incredible deep dive. Noel watched it as well. It was a 30-minute documentary I recommend people to watch, where he talks about everything that happened, and it basically summarizes to the point of Cesar allegedly was getting people invested into him, and instead of I'm gonna give you money, I want to buy this house straight up and just give me the profit from the house. What he would do was, allegedly, he'll get money from these people as investors, and he'll guarantee them at times, in 5 months, you'll get 30% profit.
Without even selling the house.
Without even selling the house.
Or have it appraised or fixed up.
Yeah, without any actual like, how are you gonna do this?
That doesn't even sound reasonable. What, like, realistic? What, these people are fucking
stupid.
So it's a double-edged sword. So they both are wrong, right? He's wrong for allegedly doing this type of
Ponzi scheme.
Ponzi scheme allegedly.
Yeah.
But then the people also are dumb for believing in him. But to their perspective, when it comes to like a DJ Envy cosign, etc., it looks all great on paper. You're promising me such a crazy, like, oh my God, this is gonna be good return.
No.
And what he would do, allegedly at times, was pay them some money. So it's like, bro, you owe me $250,000. Oh my! And they're like pressing him, like, what happened? He's like, oh, I got you. I'm gonna send you a wire. Here's 30,000. So he'll pay them momentarily, but what he would do is, at times, the time when he would pay some people,
it was someone else's money.
It would be at times where he would get investments from other people. So it'll rack up. He'll get an investment and then pay other people that already invested with the money that he got from the new investors, right?
Yeah.
So it was basically hard money lending.
Yeah.
But it wasn't his own money. It was other people's money, which DJ Envy at one point, which I want to get the clip of, he said it in an interview where people were like,
That was with Tony.
that was like a thing that he saw was like a good idea, like, oh, using other people's money, right? And he might have been saying that from the perspective of like, America runs on credit, using credit, using loans,
a lot of
right?
rich people, that's what they say.
do.
Use other people's
other people's money, but not this way. Allegedly, this would be a horrible way. What are you gonna say, Noah?
I was gonna say that this was the worst part of it all is when Marloon, he's literally not paying people back, and they would approach him and be like, hey, where's my money? And he'd be like, hey, hop on this other opportunity I have. And they would give him more money.
What the fuck, bro?
There were people that were like 4 properties in. And some of those properties he tried to have, he told other people, hey, let's buy this property together, and took their money for it too.
People are so fucking dumb, bro.
You have to take accountability for the ignorance.
How close to me you have to be for me to let you borrow money? You have to be extremely fucking close to me for me to do that shit.
Even
bro.
beyond that, I'd have to know you could pay me back. Because I have people I'm close to that I don't trust with money.
That too. Bro, you going to... Bro, Bad Bunny could come up to me and be like, préstame un billete. I got you back, bro. Motherfucker.
I don't know you.
Here's a quick clip. Is Bluetooth up? I'm going to play a quick clip from the video of...
Bluetooth is up.
Right here.
To partner on the deal.
So the first thing I realized, and what I used to do, was I used to use my own money. When I met Cesar, I realized Cesar will not use his own money. He's probably one of the cheapest people I know.
I think what envy actually means is Cesar uses other people's money for purchases.
Yo, what is Edwin doing? He sound like a what, Edwin, what the fuck are you doing?
I heard something. What the fuck was that?
Well, he sound like he's like coming. What are you doing? We're recording. What was that noise? What the fuck are you doing? Why are your pants wet?
Oh my God.
You gotta do at the table, nigga.
This motherfucker.
This is crazy.
This
guys.
motherfucker pre-cummed. He got so excited he pre-cummed.
I need y'all to understand.
I just said a message being mad straightforward, nigga. I ain't fucking around.
Is that why you're screaming?
Oh, I thought you were I thought you were hearing a DJ Envy situation, and he was like making like ad libs for the DJ Envy situation.
Wait, you recording?
Yeah, we're recording, brother.
You said she shut you down?
No, I didn't say that.
And there was another clip I wanted to play, because this man Spencer, shout out to Spencer for this deep dive, because he had moments where he was literally showing like old Breakfast Club moments, like interviews and stuff that happened.
That shit was great, bro.
Here's like a moment where you would see
Avenue and
people literally in the offices, and Envy would be there.
Franklin Avenue properties. March 2023, Cesar had been dodging Trevor Roman's calls and requests for updates, so he decided to show up to Cesar's office again. Cesar promised that the property was nearly done, it just needed another month to close, and Trevor could expect the $280,000 that was owed on that date. Amy Flips also decided to show up to Cesar's office, demanding an update and threatening legal action after Cesar had cut communication. Cesar lied again, saying that the construction at the properties was nearly complete and her money would be on the way next month. Cesar also met with On-Site Properties LLC after 6 months of refusing communication. Cesar advised this victim that he should roll his investment into another property, which he did not take kindly. Also in March, Cesar met up with Hector Santana to advise him on rolling his $350,000 initial investment into the Park Avenue property other investors had already invested in. Cesar gives Hector 2 post-dated checks, one for $70,000 and another for $100,000. The first one cleared, but the second check bounced. April 2023, Cesar sends Ransom Endeavors Inc. a check for $30,000 representing 50% of the interest owed from the projects. After 6 months of avoiding contact, Cesar reaches out to Stanley Acosta asking for bank account information so he could send the proceeds of a property sale. The money never arrived. Cesar finally answers Derek D'Angelo's communication and asks him to drive multiple hours to his office. Derek picked up checks totaling $130,000. They both bounced. Derek threatened to report Pina, which influenced Cesar to send a wire of $30,000, leaving the initial $100,000 still missing. If you're wondering where the money came from, the final victim, Chamberlain Group Real Estate Ventures LLC, invested $835,000 with Cesar for the Manchester Ave and Boyden Parkway properties. They were promised a significant return within 6 months. May 2023, Cesar sends 2 checks to Onsite Properties LLC, one for $100,000 and another for $37,000, and he was told not to deposit them just yet. Those checks have still not cleared to this day. June 2023, Barone and Martini are getting anxious that their property doesn't seem to be
And then
close.
you see what he's posting here for visually, you see like the landlord instead of trap lord, like chain pendants. I believe this was like Cesar stuff that he would buy jewelry. So I guess the documentary guy, you know, Spencer's posting this to show like the hypocrisy was like, you owe these people money, but you're spending money on jewelry, you know, and that looks crazy, right?
And you're on private jets.
And you get the gist, but I did want to play the end because I also didn't even finish it, but I did want to play the ending.
Felon
Not only
real
that,
estate mogul James.
You're looking at these fucking properties, bro. Look at these fucking properties. You can tell off bat that they ain't gonna give you that much fucking
Yeah,
revenue.
this shit's not
Come
even, like,
on,
They're
clean.
not. Yo, so this
like
was
dirty.
This
What
was my
the
biggest point.
fuck, dude? People
This-
are fucking stupid, bro.
This is what frustrated me because when I'm looking at the numbers, he's saying you're getting 50, 60, 70,000 back off the sale. And I'm like, in 5 months?
no,
Bro, my nigga, I don't care how much rehab you do. You'd have to pick the property up and move it to another district. Like, what the fuck are we talking about?
People,
Like,
bro, and he's getting these investments from so-called already people who are in this fucking business. You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
got their LLCs and everything.
Yeah, like
y'all
investment
look
groups.
fucking stupid, bro.
Investment groups.
I think people are just that desperate to be rich.
Yeah, and I think they go off based off cosigns.
Yeah.
Like it's like if you tell me, yo, check out, like if you're looking for a barber, you're like, yo, actually check out this barber, bro, you should try him out. You can at least try him out. So these people can afford to at least risk one investment with this man that seems to be credible. They see him on the Breakfast Club. They're from New York. They're from New Jersey, tri-state area. They try it out, and then they end up being like, damn, I guess I'm getting scammed.
Yeah, bro, but like, we're not.
There's rich people problems.
But I get what Marlon says. The biggest issue here are the LLCs too, because it's like you would think they would understand that a shitter in New Jersey that's worth $250,000 that
Yeah.
has 3 because he said something very important. There were a couple cases where this motherfucker would ask people for this large sum amount
Allegedly.
and he would allegedly
Word of the day.
the word of the day, and he would put his own alleged large amount, and then he will get a redevelopment loan and another loan, and I'm like, why do you need all this money?
Yeah.
And he's telling you the property's only worth this amount, and he has what, like almost double the amount of capital necessary.
It wouldn't make sense.
Like rehab doesn't cost that much,
Doesn't make sense.
and he's telling you this, and you're still going along with it.
These
And
are
Morrison.
things that
And I
I
even
know,
tell you-
and I don't. I'm not. You know, I don't
Yeah.
study this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just common sense. Like, bro, you can see. There's so many tools out there where you can see. There's so many tools out there where you can see what a house has sold for and like the history and everything like that, the area that is in, and you can just self-analyze. Like, come on, bro. Like,
So this is how the podcast, the documentary ended.
And
Credit card scams, right? Credit card scams.
Yeah, so before that, from the age of 16 on, I was selling drugs.
even better, Cesar found his mentor in prison.
The funny thing is that when I was in jail, I actually met a guy who was a real estate developer already. And he actually kind of became my mentor. He inspired me to get into real estate once I came home.
He didn't say the mentor's name, but how funny would it be if the guy was Mr. 3-time felon real estate mogul Jay Morrison?
And I even told you, because when we had that conversation, I called him last night. I'm like, do you owe anybody money? Cesar told me no.
Now that DJ Envy has been alerted to the numerous lawsuits alleging investors being owed 100% of their money, it's hard for me to give him the benefit of the doubt moving forward.
I think you and Envy, y'all partnership has really helped, the both of y'all in a real way. Because
DJ Envy benefited from promoting Cesar for 4 years. I think it's partially his responsibility to work with Cesar to make sure the victims get paid back. Additionally, Envy allegedly gave Cesar $500,000 for this apartment project. Cesar raised money from Envy and associates, and not a single ounce of progress was made on the property for years. Envy was still promoting him despite a pretty massive red flag.
And here I am, $50 million later in real estate. We currently own 3,000 units.
It's time for Cesar to prove he's either legit or a con man.
And back then, I thought nothing was going to happen. It was a white-collar crime. And I've done so much other things worse than that, right? At that point, I'm like, oh, this is nothing.
He either sells units to pay off victims, or he never had them in the first place. And if he never owned more than a few houses while being promoted as someone who owned 3,000 units, then I think the pressure DJ Envy is feeling is deserved. Just as I completed writing the script for this video, I came across this post on Instagram of an attorney letter alleging their client sent Cesar $1.4 million in 2017 and 2018. A commenter wrote, "They got my boy for $60K. One thing that may help the victims is we at least know that when the feds come knocking, Cesar won't be able to run away." Thanks for watching.
Let me.
All victims' profiles and pictures and video were stock images. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, it's good for legal reasons.
Shout out to Pocket Watching. With,
Let me put y'all on, right? If there's any quote unquote business person coming up to you and he's soft spoken, you don't trust that motherfucker whatsoever, bro.
Nigga's a thief.
I'm putting
Allegedly.
game, bro. I'm putting game. If there's any fucking quote unquote business person, business guru coming towards you asking you for money or do this because this will make you money and he's soft spoken, don't fucking do it. He's gonna fucking scam you. He's gonna lick you. He's gonna fuck you. Don't do it. I'm telling you right fucking now, bro. Anyone who's soft spoken, you know why they're soft spoken, right?
Why?
They're trying to convince you. They're trying to convince you. Don't you feel more calm and like, okay, like, you know what?
Yo, who tried to rob you that soft spoken?
Nobody. Nobody. I've just seen it happen, you know what I'm saying? It's just common sense. It's just
he gave shady vibes, and plus his past, like he's not very credible. Like he might have had success individually, but then to put on for people and to pitch it to dozens of people, hundreds, who knows how many people he had invest overall throughout his career. It's just like you have to be more than just, oh, you made yourself succeed, but what evidence do you have of making someone else succeed? Like what money have you made someone else? But then maybe it's a lot of people. DJ Envy was that example. Yeah. Even you got the Charlemagne cosign at the end there too.
I remember.
Which was like, oof. And I remember Angela Yee got into real estate with Envy's advice, and she's had success. But hopefully she's not involved with Cesar. Imagine Envy, not Envy, but Cesar allegedly one of the victims is Angela Yee.
That's why she left the Breakfast Club.
That's why she left the Breakfast Club.
That would be fucking crazy.
That would be like a wow, like turn of events. But speaking of turn of events,
They gonna let me for my ambition.